Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be showing you how I like to do full coverage of makeup when I have this sort of acne and zits and all that stuff. So I'm just spraying some mist from Love Earth and giving it 2 minutes to absorb in, and it also works as primer. And after that I'm using this Profusion metal palette, which is this new launch on Nykaa. Okay, honestly saying, I got this palette because it was so beautiful. The packaging was so luxurious, and it literally came in with the lamination on the shades. And I'm just gonna use the same shade that I showed you for my brows. And also it has a big mirror, as well as I find that all the shadows were a little chalky, but they were pigmented enough for a good look, and it has a good stay though. But it is a bit chalky. If you are someone who doesn't really like their shadows to be chalky, then maybe you just want to give it a skip. But it has a very beautiful cool tone undertones and warm undertones. They have very beautiful shades. Next I'm just concealing my lids so that all the shades can come very beautifully, and I use that very lighter shade for covering my concealed part. After that I'm using that very cool peach sort of shade for my crease, and I'm just defining my crease and going it on the outer corner as well. And it is actually pigmented but a little chalky, as I already said that, and I'm repeating the same on the another eye as well. And after that I'm taking that another rusty sort of shade and going over my crease on the outer corner to the inner corner, and repeating the same on both of my eyes. It is actually pigmented, and I feel under 1,000 we don't really have much of the options. So if you can ignore that chalkiness, then this is a very beautiful palette for someone who is just looking for the basic sort of palette. And it has a good quantity though. After that I'm taking that very deep brown shade and going it on the outer corners, and then later on bringing it to my crease till the lid area. And after that I'm taking a very clean blending brush and just blending out the edges and just giving it a smooth and softer look, and leaving all the edges behind. And after that I'm taking another brush, a very pencil sort of brush, and adding the same deep dark brown shade to my outer corner and bringing it to the crease as well. And later on I'm just going in with another shade, and brown shade actually. And I really wanted to try every single shade from this palette, so you will see me using every single shade out of this palette so that I can see how the consistency was and how the quality was. So few of the shadows, they were not really chalky, and the glitter shade, it was very pigmented, way too pigmented and blinding. But again, the same issue was, it was also chalky. But I can definitely give it a skip, because in under 1,000 you can't really expect so much. And after that I'm just blending it nicely, and later on I'm just deepening the shade on the outer corner and on both of the sides, and just blending it nicely again. I'm using this Maybelline Colossal eyeliner and just made a wing. After that I'm using this Usher lashes. And the best trick to give your eyeliner a very sharp wing is using wipe, and then just cleaning it with the help of your nail and just taking it upwards so that you can have very flicked winged liner. As you can see right here, I'm just zooming it in. And later on, if I have little bit of mistake, I am just giving it a very beautiful wing with the pen liner. I feel with the pen liners you have a better control. And later on I use this Fenty Beauty shade. I will just put down in the description. It is very dark, which I noticed a little later, and while I was applying, because I got this online from online pages, as you know, because Fenty Beauty is not in here. So I made a mistake while choosing a shade, so it was dark, but I anyways had to compensate it by using this Sephora light shade from their range. And then after that I'm just bringing every single thing together so that it can be a little bit of my own shade. And taking this blender from Miniso, I really wanted to try, and it actually worked really nice on the face, but it did soak up a lot of product. So after that I am taking this Colourpop shade, and I think the shade was light, and highlighting my under eye area, my usual spots where I usually do, in the center of my forehead, nose, cupid's bow, and chin, and little bit wherever I'm going to contour as well. I'm just going to put that everywhere where I normally do, and then later on I'm just gonna blend it nicely with that Miniso blender. The blender was very soft. I really like the quality even better than the pack one, but it does soak up a lot of your product. You can already see it has already did so much, and but it did a really good job when it comes to blending. So it did blend and it did not leave any sort of patchiness or streaks behind. It was really good. I'm just going over I'm just going underneath my eyes to blend it nicely so that it gives me a beautiful coverage. And later I'm just picking my under eye area and setting my entire face by using the same powder. I use Clinique, and later on I am just going to use this Milani bronzer. It smells divine, like beautiful. I'm just going to take the darker shade and using it on my contour area. So I am just using it. I'm just applying it. Later on I'm just gonna blend it. So I am applying it generous amount of it actually, and then I'm going to blend it and apply it and blend it. blend. Later I'm taking that veggie and then using the same powder and just giving it a sharp look by using that same baking technique. And I'm just going to do that on both of my sides and bringing it towards the chin to have a bit more defined and sharper look that I really want it. And like so. Now I'm taking a e.l.f. Angular brush and using it for my nose contouring. I'm just doing it as well as on my forehead as well. I really like to give that bronzy color to my forehead as well, because I really like how it brings out the look together, and that's how I really like it. Next, I'm taking this Tarte blush and going to apply it on my apples of my cheeks and just blending it upwards and bringing all the look together. I am basically, some days I'm a blush person, some days I'm just a bronzer person, so it depends. It is very rare when I go for both of them, and then later on I'm just taking out. Next, I'm just wiping away all that extra powder that was sitting underneath our contour and our under eye area, and I got some in my eyes, and just cleaning it and giving it a very nice stipple to everywhere. And after that, how can I forget my MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter? I just love this highlighter, and I actually went little overboard. I won't call it little, I went a lot actually overboard with this highlighter, and it is amazing. It is literally amazing. I'm going crazy with this highlighter, and you can already see. I'm just going to zoom it in when you can see a better picture of it. I'm just repeating the same, and then going over my temples and cheekbones and to the bridge of my nose. Yes, and to the cupid bow and to our chin area. Now I'm just going to do spray some with the same thing, and then can you see how crazily pigmented it is? I just love this, and it just give a beautiful glow. And I'm just spraying everything in again and going over with my blender from Miniso, which eventually turned out to be really good. And after that, I'm going over again with the blending effect of my highlighter. And can you see that base? It is so flawless and smooth, even though I have so many redness and zits going on because of this monsoon horrible weather. I'm just completing my eye look by using that same shades that we use for our eye, and then as I said that it has fallout, so I'm just wiping it away, and then finishing it with my favorite mascara from Maybelline and giving it good coats to my lashes. And after that I'm using this nude sort of shade to line my lips, and later on I am using my best lipstick. This is from Huda Beauty Power Bullet lipsticks in the shade Payday. And don't worry about it, if I did not mention any product, I will be mentioning it down in the description box. And I just love this look, and it is so damn full coverage as well as flawless and super glowy. And I just overwent with the crazy highlighter, and I just loved it. If you guys loved it too, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below if you did or not. And until then, bye. And this is a visual that I took from the window. There is no editing, no nothing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye guys.